These are the tales and ramblings of two men, their dream of running a successful food truck business and life. We invite you along to join Josh and Skippy on this journey. This is Monday Morning Food Truck.
Powered by Riverside.
Good morning, Skippy. The widower Skippy, I'm assuming?
Widower?
Yeah.
What?
Did your wife
What?
survive? I didn't watch the video.
Oh, yes. Yes, she
Oh.
is. She is,
She's
is
not
on
a cartoon crater on the ground?
No.
Oh.
One could hope for the best. No, she's doing well. She enjoyed it. I'm sure we'll talk about it at some point.
Hello, Steve. He says, Rocket, Skippy. I'm assuming he was talking about your dancing. Look at that. A positive comment for Skippy right out of the gate.
Look.
Thank you, Steve. Really needed that.
It's real tough.
Confidence has been shaky lately on the podcast for him.
Considering I open up my Facebook feed and I see this video of a six-legged deer. Sorry. Anyway, keep moving. Keep moving on. Here we go.
Six-legged deer.
It's really weird. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're off to a great start.
Anyway, It says watch again. Not so much.
Hi and bye, Laura. Nice to see you on there.
Well, she made an appearance.
Well, yeah. We will have her as a guest at some point in time this off-season, I hope.
Oh, that Laura.
Lauren.
Lauren.
Patty Matters.
Mm-hmm.
Her TikTok, fun random stuff.
I have to follow her then.
Yeah, fun random stuff. That's her thing about her.
Mm-hmm. So,
buttons.
I don't understand how these people are. Oh, because it's 2025. Okay, never mind. Keep going.
Huh?
My day this morning has not been the best. It just has not been. My mind has not been moving.
That has been our truck for the last few weeks, apparently.
Okay.
I think we are fully on burnout. I think. I was telling Chris the other day that I've been off the truck a lot more the last couple of weeks, but it seems like I have so much less available time the last couple of weeks. It's been weird. I'm busy. I'm busy, but I don't know what I'm accomplishing. So, I
can empathize with that.
I know I'm not getting anything done that I want to get done. So, I still have to get 2 cuts done on my yard and fall fertilized and lots of yard cleanup to do. I have lots to get done before we end the season, because then I'm gone for a week and then I'm back and it's late November. So, time is short. So
very, very much so.
But I'm taking a rare Tuesday off. Making Chris work. I gave him yesterday off so he could watch the Lions game, and he's working Tuesday. I'm playing golf with my dad tomorrow.
How about is he finally understanding retirement, or?
Well, I don't know, because it's taken me 3 weeks to figure out a date that works for him.
Yeah, because he's probably now busier than ever.
Yeah, he canceled on me last week because he had a meeting. He's on a bank board and he didn't have it on his personal calendar. It was still on his old work calendar. So, he has been active. So, I'm not sure how much relaxing he's doing so far, but he seems to be doing well. So,
he seems to be retired.
Steve says, future episodes, how about updates on your Square implementations? Hi, Mr. Rasmussen and Darren Schultz. We've used Square since the beginning. Can you expound a little bit, Steve, on what you'd like?
We've talked a few things about Square.
Fucking Mark.
What?
I did really like the Packers helmets and uniforms yesterday. I am not going to say what you commented. So if anybody wants to see it, they can go to TikTok. But I am not saying those 3 words. Still in 3rd place. Nice win.
Still in 3rd place.
Still in 3rd place.
Yep.
Best division in football right now, man. Best division in football.
Yeah, all winning teams. Or all above 500 teams, I should say.
Yeah. The crowd was electric.
The crowd traveled well, too. Like, there was a lot of purple. Don't get me wrong. It's in Minnesota, but it was a lot of blue.
Oh, there usually is.
Yeah.
Yeah. They travel well. Who do they play? Tennessee next week, I think.
They have the Titans at 1 o'clock.
Yeah. And that's a home game, and then the showdown at Lambeau week after that. So
I don't know if it'll be quite a showdown.
Green Bay is better than you think.
Depends.
Granted, until yesterday, they hadn't really played a team that had a winning record. I don't think.
I was surprised by yesterday or last night's game.
It was a heck of a game, though.
Oof. Steelers and Jets.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like Devontae Adams really made a big difference, did he?
Yeah, there's a lot of really crap games that are on primetime this year. And I know that you don't know when you're making the schedule, you're hoping that what appear to be primetime worthy games end up being that way. But yeah, the fact that the Lions didn't get flexed into that slot is kind of annoying.
The Lions are, so next week they got the Titans at home, 1 o'clock game.
Mark is blowing up my shit. Okay, I did not watch the Packers game, Mark. I'm not sure if you're aware, but there was another game that I was more interested in at the time. What chick ran out into the field? I didn't see any of this. I'm guessing they didn't show it on TV because they usually. Oh, the Steelers game. No, I didn't see that either.
Must have went to the bathroom break on that.
They do a pretty good job of not showing that stuff anymore. Because I think they're trying to dissuade it. It's on TikTok. Of course, it's on TikTok. Send it to me, Mark.
I do love the fans when they jump over and they're running and then they get past security and get on the field and then one football player just trucks them.
Oh, yeah. Or even one of the security guys that's really wanted to be a football player. They're just running full steam.
Just pulled a Patrick Mahomes truck stick. I don't know if you saw that yesterday.
I saw that touchdown. That was pretty good.
He had a shitty ass day. Excuse my language. He had a very shitty quarterback day. But that one just, he just leveled the dude.
Mark says she got 50 yards before they got her. Nice. So it's better than most guys.
Mahomes
less drunk than most guys.
Mahomes ran his longest at 33 yards ever yesterday. Yeah. He's like, that was ever?
Yeah, he's not a runner. Yeah. Yeah. Good football day yesterday.
Good football day.
Good football day. And we were pleasantly slow from 1 to 4. So we were pretty much slow from noon to 7. But
we were not slow at all. Good. We had our best day in a while.
So you had a good day.
We're gonna start off with a text message that I received from a customer at 6:30 this morning. What?
Mark said she looked like she was smuggling 2 pumpkins.
Jesus. How'd she get past security then?
I got to go find this video now.
Did she have 2 helmets?
He said, you'll see. All right. You were saying. Continue. Stop Google searching Steelers streaker.
I'm not. So I get a text message this morning at 6:28. After he tried to call me, or after the person tried to call me.
Okay.
Now, this is a person that's been buying ribs for me for over a year. And he texted me to ask me where I am. Let me know when you find that video.
Okay.
And then share it with me. So he's been buying ribs for me over a year. He's traveled as much as like 30 minutes to come get ribs from me.
Okay.
And he sends me a text, and it starts off with, "Yes, I smoke a pipe. You don't see any people smoking a pipe because most people today are idiots with vape pens stuck in their mouth." The last rack of ribs was shitty. Here's a tip for the pitmaster. Don't sell burnt ribs, period. If you burn a rack of ribs, that's on you, not the customer. Your barbecue fucking sucks. Your ribs are way too salty and burnt. It's shit. Now the last text I got from him, by the way, was August 29th. Is there a chance that he put these ribs in the freezer and just decided to pop them open for breakfast this morning?
Maybe, but
so of course I did respond.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, that was a lot. The last message from you was in August. Is that when you bought them? If you aren't happy with what you got, just tell me and I'll make it right. You've been getting ribs from me for over a year and you've never had an issue before. I'm sorry you weren't happy with what you got. The next rack's on me. It's like, I don't care if it was last year. Point is, you fuck up a rack of ribs, excuse my language, don't sell it off to customers. It's bad business barbecue 101. You suck. Good day. I said, can I ask why you're just telling me now? There's no timeline on righting a wrong. You needed this lesson in life. I said, again, I apologize if you weren't happy with what you got. I obviously didn't think they were bad or else they wouldn't have gone out. I guess I'd expect a customer that's been buying ribs from me for over a year to be the first one to tell me when he's not happy. I also agree that there's no timeline in righting a wrong. Well, all right then. I said, that's why I said your next rack's on me. I'd like another chance. If that doesn't work for you, I'd even be happy to refund you. People don't have time to be spending money on ribs, dude. I said, I agree. But thanks for not charging me for the 2 extra sauces, shaking my head. What a joke. I said, I've never charged for extra sauce. When did you buy them? So, that was my morning. Yay.
Mark says tell him to F off, which I don't believe is true advice because I know that if I would have opened up a gallon of sauce in my pallet from that I ordered that I got at the beginning of the year right now and said, hey, there's something funky with this sauce, that the barbecue superstore would replace it without a question.
I believe that would be the case as well.
So
they're good dudes over there.
They're good dudes. So I would behave the way the superstore would behave.
Now he might tell me to fuck off as a joke, but it'd still make it right somehow.
Yeah, I'd be a little suspicious of the gallon he sent you, but
yeah. I don't know. So did I respond accordingly?
Yeah, I mean
I could have not responded, but
it's always good to try to figure out when.
I have not seen the guy.
It might not have been him. Maybe somebody else, like he had a buddy stop by and pick up a rack of ribs with his order.
True.
You never know. So it's always good to figure out when. I mean, maybe it was a little bit off of a cook, but yeah. I mean, some people are just pissed off, and
I don't know why
you were the nearest target. So
I guess I was the. I just don't know why he had to tell me he was smoking a pipe.
Or maybe he was at somebody else's truck and just confused the two of you.
Possible.
And had a different, yeah. I mean, or it's a local business owner that's pissed off because whatever. And
I mean, like I said, I've gotten texts from this person like all the way June of last year, so I know it's the right number. But I don't know.
We had the review. We had a review. That. The clowns at the window with their tattoos all over their faces. And, that was just we had a Google review.
I didn't know you had a tattoo on your face.
We don't. None of us do.
Oh, okay.
So we all look like clowns, unprofessional, blah, 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 blah. And it was just, it was a retaliatory review from a review that Chris personally left.
Oh, yes.
On the insurance place. So, Mark says they absolutely would, and he does tell you to F off all the time.
That's true. Fine, I'm okay with it.
100% can't please everyone in the public. Absolutely right. So, doesn't mean we're not going to try. But welcome, Justin, on the YouTube and page. Hey, we've got a couple watchers. Jennifer's on and with Mark. So,
Mark takes up a lot of room himself, so
he does. It's a crowded room over there.
yeah. He's like 6 watchers.
I have a feeling there's an FU coming soon.
I love Mark.
Hey, now, he says. Yeah. So how was your week, Skip?
Busy. That was me.
You just send me that now?
I'll tell you about it later, but
Fuck.
I'll tell you about it later.
How was your week?
Well, I found that out. Well, so Monday was Columbus Day. We definitely know that.
Indigenous Peoples
Day as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
We talked about that last Monday.
Yep. My bathroom flooded on Friday. Actually, technically, I was Thursday night, so I had to cancel Friday. So that sucked.
You know, in general, when we do this, we're talking about our work weeks first.
Oh,
Did you work at all last week?
I did.
Are you too busy fighting off all these other fires?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
All right.
So I have Albion College, our local college, reached out and had last minute, like they called me, I think right after the podcast, and said, "Hey, on our football team, we got 18 guys that have made academic honors. We want to cater a meal for them. Are you able to do it?"
Wow, 18.
Well, that's kind of what I said. I didn't say it out loud, but that's what I thought. And I'm like, yeah, we can do that. What do you got? So we did pork and brisket and dropped stuff off to him. So I get there and he calls me. He's like, "Yep, I'm gonna send one of the injured guys up there to help you if you need it." I'm like, "Okay." Sends me the guy in a walking boot. To walk up 2 flights of stairs. So we walk into the video room where the soccer team is having video review. And these guys are going to hate me because I'm setting up chafing dishes and food and everything all together. I kind of felt bad for him. And so I text the coach as I'm leaving. I said, "Hey, first of all, the guy told me that you guys really don't have any food. Love to come out and support the football team and maybe set up the food truck or something like that. And number 2 is if the guy who helped me didn't make the academic honors, just give him a bite because he's in a walking boot. Help me go up 2 flights of stairs." Thursday we did. Thursday was International Credit Union Day, and
Where are you finding all these days?
Oh, well, they booked me for International Credit Union Day, so
okay.
that's how I know it's that day.
Mark said at least they didn't send you the guy with 2 broken arms.
Well, I asked him because he said he was going to send 2 guys, and only one guy showed up. So I'm like, did the other one get lost? So International Credit Union Day, we set up from 5 to 7 at our local credit union, provided meals, free meals because they paid for it. Got home, realized that our basement bathroom was not in working order. Had to call the plumber. Plumber came out, said, "Nope, we can't do it. It's not our problem. You need to call Mr. Roto-Rooter guy." I'm like, "Well, shit, when can he be here?" "He can be here at 8 o'clock Saturday morning." I said, "Absolutely." Saturday, I had two caterings, and I had to watch my wife skydive. My wife is going through her, I don't know, midlife crisis maybe. I'm not 100% sure, but decided that she wanted to go skydiving. And she was supposed to go last Saturday, but it got rained out. So she decided to go this Saturday.
It was a good day to die.
It was a gorgeous day out. I will give it that. It was there was not one cloud in the sky. But of course,
you would have thought the video would have been better then.
Well, please hold. Okay, first of all, I'm not a pro at videoing. She gave the phone to the wrong person. Okay. Number 2 is you can't see when they jump. She jumped.
They're really far away.
Well, the 14,000. So you can pay for 3 different elevations. There's 9,000, 14,000, and 18,000.
Okay.
So she decided to go at 14,000. Yeah. So she did that, and you can't even you can barely see when they pop open their parachute. So we're trying to find her, and she's wearing pink shoes and a blue top, and I'm colorblind as shit, and I can't see it. So I'm videotaping everybody, and then of course on live. We were trying to figure out how to mute it because she didn't want commentary. So
that's the stuff that goes viral.
I know,
not the parachute people.
Not her jumping. So didn't realize that the mute button icon would be on the whole video. So it's right there, and then she decides to jump where the sun is. So yeah, let's just go ahead and do it.
She decided.
Yeah, she decided. The only point where she said, I don't know what I'm doing or why I'm doing this is right when she was about to basically fall out of the plane. Now, I don't understand the point of jumping out of a perfectly good aircraft. She did say when she went up that there was parts of the aircraft that had duct tape on it. So, I mean...
It's not duct tape.
It's alien tape.
It's aviation tape. I saw a whole TikTok video about it.
Or Flex Seal or something of that nature.
That would give me some concern. They're out there with some Flex Seal sprayed on there.
Anyway, so she jumped, she landed, she was very excited about it. She wants to go again. Yeah, so that was Saturday. As I had 30 racks of ribs on my smoker, counting down the time on how long it's going to take her to get this done so I can run home.
It goes a lot faster if she doesn't open the chute.
So they said we're going to jump. It's going to be 60-second free fall, and then we pull the chute, and it's 4 to 5 minutes to get down. All these single jumpers were getting down in 2 minutes. It's the tandem ones that decided to enjoy the flight. I have to cough.
It's okay. I just got a text message. Someone looking for catering. Hello, how are you doing? I will like to know if you can cater for my birthday. Do we think this is legit? You're muted.
Dude, I just got the same text.
No way.
From a 717 number?
Yep. 363-3204?
Absolutely.
I'm going to recommend you.
No. Should I say I'm not available to cater your birthday, not knowing the date?
I asked for more information.
Oh.
I'll string this along for a while.
Huh. How did you say it?
Mark says big business in the 717. I said, can you give me more info?
I want to reply exactly how you do. This is great. This is
all our other food truck friends out there. Here, I'll get the number and we can all text. I hear you're looking for a caterer. 717-363-3204. Do your thing, internet.
So anyway, 2 catering drops. We did a wedding and just a drop off. Drop off said, "Hey, we'd like you to set everything up for us." I said, "Okay, no problem." So I send one of my girls to go do that. She gets to the address. There's 2 20-year-olds just sitting there doing nothing. Nothing set up, no tables, no nothing. And I told her, I messaged her earlier in the day. I said, "Hey, we're going to set that, or do you want this set up?" "Yeah, set up by 11's great." What?
Bernie says he already has that guy booked. Stop trying to steal his business.
I don't even know where 717 is.
It's Pluto.
So anyway, so she gets there. There's no tables, so she left my hot boxes there and just said, "Do it yourself." Great. I did. Then we had a wedding that night. That was good. Everybody said the food was great, and I realized that I love people watching, and I love seeing the guests and things like that. So let me tell you how I put my foot in my mouth. The first person that comes up is a nice lady, and she's wearing a black dress. And she's like, "I'll take the rib dinner." I'm like, "Okay, I appreciate that, but I got to wait for the bridal party, the bride and groom first."
Mhm.
Honey, I am the bride. I'm like, "Oh boy." I'm like, let me just go over here and just put your food together there, darling. So at the end of the night, I apologized again. I said, "I'm sorry." She's like, "No, it's completely fine because I love to come back here and tell all the people, guess what I did to the rib guy." And then I
Oh,
believe that everybody, and by the way, if it's Bernie, I'm going to steal his client.
it's Southern Pennsylvania, according to Mark.
Oh, good. I'll definitely steal his client. Probably Amish. Would you get a response?
No,
Oh,
but I'm gonna write that. It says looks like you're in Southern Pennsylvania, and then he'll say he's traveling, or it's his mom's birthday, and she lives in that area.
and then
That's my guess.
and we need to pay with credit card,
Mm-hmm.
or we need to accept his credit card.
And can I pay you extra, and then
To-
you can return some of the money, so I can pay cash to the DJ?
Yes, that's a good one. I've heard that one too.
Yep.
Yep. I when I watch guests, I definitely realize that everybody needs a family, a fun uncle, and this uncle was Uncle Frank, and he was just a hilarious guy. So shout out to Uncle Frank. I wish I could really tell you why he was so funny, but it was just he was very witty.
Did he
He
go
was
streaking?
No, he was walking around with a walker, and then he put the walker to the side, and I looked at him. I said, "See, you're just milking it." He's like, "Shh, don't tell anybody." Like he's that type of wittiness, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we had our apple orchard on Sunday. Was worried that the Lions game was going to hinder it, but families, I guess, don't love the Lions as much as single people do. I don't know. We did 170 sales for about 3,100. We had a line from 12 to 4 or 12 to 3:30 when we sold out.
Nice.
So we did a total week of something. I don't know. You can get into yours first.
Okay.
Hold on. I mean, don't hold. But
I don't know what's going on. All right.
I don't know either.
Lions equal Kamal.
What?
Oh, Kamala. Oh.
No, it's actually Minnesota equals Kamala because Tim Walz, governor of Minnesota.
Hey, man, Lions are just trying to make America great again by being America's team.
I absolutely.
Bringing people together. Oh, crowd size. Hey, now.
Whatever.
Lions have the biggest crowds ever. They're huge.
they're huge.
Huge. Yeah, I vaguely remember a Packers game last year that they played the Lions, and it was half Lions at Lambeau for the first time, I think, ever. You are fake news, he says. Yeah, I was surprised at how many Lions fans were at Lambeau for that game last year. I don't expect it to happen this year, but I fully expect that Lambeau puts a ban on ticket sales. For what were we doing? Looking up stuff. Are we going into my week yet?
Yes.
Or are we still talking about you?
Well, we talk about numbers after our weeks, right?
Yeah, sure.
I mean,
let's see. What did we do last week? Sunday we had that wedding. We already talked about that though. Yeah, we had a decent week. Roadside's still what it is. Our neighborhoods are obviously slowing down. Yeah, Tuesday we were at Insurance Place, which was a solid lunch. We were at a subdivision that was really good the first couple times we were there this year, and then it waned off. We found out that they were having problems with their emails. going out to residents.
Of course it did.
I believe it because the last time we were there, it was better, not where it was before, but and then this time was probably the best time we've had there since mid-June. I mean, we're not knocking the doors off or anything, but for this time of year, I think we did 650, 700 for dinner, which is solid. So, yeah, we were this time for us this time of year. I mean, like a normal day, 700 breaks even for us. That's paying all the bills. So if we get to 1,300 for the day, it's a good day. You know, we're cooking light. We're not cooking a ton of food every day. So for us to do 600 for lunch and 600 for dinner, we're happy. I'm happy. I know the guys would like more, but I mean, I would take more. But anyways, so yeah, Tuesday was a good day. Wednesday we were out at the Ottawa County Jail for lunch. A little slow still, but okay. Our evening neighborhood that night was as slow as it has ever been, and that was the last time we will be there ever. So that was our last one for the year. We won't go back next year. That subdivision will be off the schedule. Thursday, I had a podiatrist appointment in the morning.
How's your foot?
The boys were at Kent County Jail for lunch. It was a pretty good lunch there. And then one of our typically better subdivisions for the evening at Rivertown was okay. So it was a good day that day. So I've had pain on the top of my foot on and off. It comes and goes, ranging from moderate annoyance to I can't put pressure on it at all, which is a weird thing to have on the top of your foot when you're stepping on your foot. The top of your foot hurts. So I've had x-rays done on it like 3 different times. No one's ever seen anything. Podiatrist comes and looks at it and looking at the x-rays and stuff. And a couple of years ago, I had dropped a pallet on my foot. I think we talked about it. It was the morning of a wedding.
Oh, yeah.
Chris's first solo adventure, and that was the one we had to do family style.
Oh, yeah.
I was scrambling to find. I thought something broke. But even that, he says, what likely has happened is you have a compressed nerve on the top of your foot from that incident. And every once in a while it hits right and you go through these segments of pain. Unfortunately, there's not a real good diagnostic test for it. There's not.
So it's life?
No.
I mean, life without parole?
So they can do an MRI, and that will pretty much cancel out every other type of issue there is. You can't really see nerve damage on an MRI. But if it's nothing else, then it should be the nerve type of thing. But MRIs apparently are really hard to get through insurance right now for whatever reason.
So I had an MRI for my knee. Yep. Mm-hmm. And they told me that if it wasn't approved, I'd have to pay for it.
Yeah.
I'd have to sign a form that says I had to pay for it.
Yeah. So he said it can be a process. So what we were doing instead, he gave me a shot of steroids in the top of my foot, which felt super awesome.
Oh, I'm sure. Oh, boy.
He says, yeah, it still does. So he says, if it doesn't make things better, we're at the nerve stage. He said, if this works and it feels better than it has in 3 years, he said it was probably something else, and this is kind of our diagnostic test. He says, if it goes away and comes back, he says, I am not a doctor that just will do steroid shots every couple months. So we're going to find out what the root problem is and fix the root problem instead of just treating the symptoms. So he said, if it ends up being the nerve, the compressed nerve, he said it's a very minor surgery.
Oh.
Yeah. He said, off your feet for a couple of days and you're probably back to good. So I have to go back in a couple of weeks after the steroid runs its course and see where we are from there. But hopefully this will be done off season if we have to have the surgery, and then good as new. I'll be pain-free in my right foot. So
then you'll stub your left toe.
Probably.
Because that's
all my other injuries have been on my left side. So it was nice that this is all right.
because as I was getting into my truck yesterday, my no slip shoes slipped, and I fell again. So my knee's a little sore, a little tight. Oh
Yeah.
Anyway, please.
Friday we were at Wiseman Distillery. Solid lunch, dead in the evening. Chris was alone for the afternoon and evening hours. It is what it is, and we kind of know what that's going to be like, and we're okay with it at this time of year.
Why don't you just go there for lunch and just go find somewhere for dinner? Is it just keeping up appearances, or you don't have anywhere to go for dinner?
We don't have anywhere to go for dinner.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there's nowhere to go, you know?
I get it. I'm just asking.
I mean, we can do subdivisions, but it's not like there's regular Friday evening activities in our area right now.
Mm-hmm.
All of like the farms and stuff that are kind of guarantee spots they're booked. They've been booked for a while, and available spots are just not there. I mean, we're going to do the same wherever we go Friday nights, unless it's an organized effort. So we're still open. We're like catering and stuff. We will 100% go. So anyways, so yeah, I mean, it was still a good night. I don't think we had a day under 1,000. We did. We had one with $997, but that might have been on Friday. Saturday was a day. We had a catering for 100 people for a class reunion, 50th class reunion. At the same time, we were at our favorite winery in Holland, Tanglewood Winery, for their Fall Fest. Hayride, scavenger hunt in the vineyards, and all day activities and stuff like that. Yeah. So that was probably the most food we've cooked and had on board between the two events. I don't know, probably since June. We were loaded. We had food and Cambros on the deck, and Cambros in the back of Chris's car for catering. I think we went through 7 briskets, 12 pork butts. Yeah, 40 pounds of chicken. 50 pounds. It's a lot. It was a food happened. Yeah, we sold it all. We didn't have a post, but yeah, our last protein went out 5 minutes before we closed, and the trailer was a disaster. We did, yeah, it was just over 3, I think, for service. Yeah, and it was a steady line from 4:15 to 7. So, yeah, between the two, I mean, we're almost $6,000 for the day. So, a solid day. It's a solid day.
It was a fair day.
Fair day. Yeah, the class reunion actually paid the week before, which helped last week's numbers. So I was a little worried that we weren't going to be able to get close to 10 this week without the catering. But yeah, we were almost identical weeks, even with that catering being on last week. So our average is still right there at 10, so a week average. So for October, which is awesome. We're having a good October. So I think we're up like 42%. I'll check the actual number, but this October to last October. Yeah, so yeah, Tanglewood was awesome. Was happy that we did not really run out of food, because that was the place that we had the very short night one day. And that was kind of our thought going in, or my thought going in. This is our last impression for the year. Let's do whatever we have to do to make sure that we have food, that we were serving people up until the last second possible. So,
Yep.
So yeah, we very well could have thrown away, 20 pounds of pork, but I would have been okay with it for that day. So yeah, it was a good day. A good impression made on the last day. Yesterday at Trail Point is a very nice, relaxing October day. And again, why are you booking these if you're not really making money? Because we still have regular customers that are coming to see us.
Mm-hmm.
We are still building that base there because we're getting new people that are now customers. So we're not losing money. I did yeah. So like I said, it's about $700 for me to run the truck out for the day.
Mm-hmm.
We
As long
were,
as you make that.
I think we did $900 in sales.
Yeah.
So yeah, I made $200, but I didn't have any staff on board. It was just me.
Yeah.
So $200 into my pocket for a day's work. All right. Yeah. It's a
I can deal
long
with
day.
that.
And I mean, in October, I mean, there is no reasonable expectation for me to think that we're going to do $2,000 days in October. There's so much going on, especially before Halloween, where people are out doing pumpkin patches and stuff like that. I mean, your farm, the deep roots that we do, we're back there this Saturday. It's going to be a busy day. We're going to plan on doing 17 to 2 that day. But those are the fall activities that people go do. So, not so much, hanging out at breweries and stuff. And there was a whole lot of Lions people there. Almost everybody there was in a Lions shirt. They had the games on. We served almost all the people that were there during the Lions game, at least once. I mean, but it's not a packed sports bar. So,
No.
Which was fine. I had my laptop. I watched most of the game. I was able to watch most of the game. So yeah, I'm fine with it. It's a nice day to get some shit cleaned and, get caught up on some stuff. So I'll take it.
Absolutely.
And as long as we were making money, we're good to go. So yeah, that was the week. We did just 99. I think we did 9,900 for the week, which is what we did last week. So, I'll pull up some actual numbers now that you have yours.
I beat you.
Ready? Good job, Skippy. Well, if you carry over my catering that was actually supposed to be this week, then we're like 11. But I'll let you beat me.
Thanks. Allow me to have just a good day, okay? God, you're such an ass.
I am glad you had a good week. You needed one. You needed a good win for the week, so I'm glad you got one.
Well, the problem is we did 10-4, 10-5 round up by $15.
Okay.
10-5, but 7,400 was catering.
That's not a problem.
No,
That's
it's
okay.
not.
Yeah.
But somebody also paid their invoice that's not due until February.
Oh. Yeah, I hate that. God, it drives me so. That's not even on the right year. Oh my gosh.
She still had 2 payments to make.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Dude, it would F me up for the next 2 years.
Yeah, I put a note in her file that. So typically,
I am so close to having this year's reports be right. I am so freaking close. I have one more wedding, and that's on November 1st, and I've already talked to her because she wanted to pay last week. She's like, is it all right if I pay the invoice? I said, I super appreciate it. If it's not a trouble, just if you could pay it on the 1st or the 2nd or the 3rd. No problem.
Yeah, pay the bar people first.
Yeah, be late. It's okay. Yeah, I just want it on the right month. God, that would. Oh my God, dude, having that year off. Oh my God, yeah, I couldn't do it. I am too OCD, I think, for this business, but for the bookkeeping side of it. And I could just do my own tracking and reports outside of Square, but I don't have time for that.
So I have been keeping track of my food cost. I don't know if I talked. Really keeping track.
No, you have not mentioned that. I mean, we did some in-depth stuff at the beginning of the year, but you have not said anything about actually keeping track. So I'm looking forward to this conversation.
What I love about Square and their banking system. So for new listeners, I use the Square debit card for everything. So, I mean, what I mean by everything is like anytime I go to Sam's, I use it for everything. And it has a feature where now it will actually tell you like it'll try to categorize every purchase as like inventory or gas or meals or whatever. So it's easier for you to do your P&Ls at the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So on my phone, because I can't do it here or else I'd show you. I did not get a response, by the way. Can you get me more info?
I did not get a response either. I'm a little disappointed.
Must not be too.
Bernie snagged it up, man.